everyone, and welcome back to the Colour Cave, where we like to play with art stuff. This is another sort of weird update stroke interim video, and I seem to be doing quite a lot of these just recently, but this one is because you guys as viewers have impeccable timing. When I went and checked on our coffee page, which is our donations page, we have hit our next target, and it couldn't have come at a better time because I have literally just put out the video from the last one. So it is now that time again, ladies and gentlemen, where I am looking for your suggestions on what you would like to spend the coffee fund money on. Now, just to let you know, the amount that we have to play with this time round is £65. The donations up until now have come to a higher value than that, and it's something that someone's actually emailed me and asked, and I thought I'd better do a bit of explaining. So basically, the donations that you guys have made come to me from Coffee, and Coffee don't charge a fee for that. However, I do get charged by PayPal on every donation that is made. So out of the amount that you guys have actually physically donated, I have the fees from PayPal and also the postage costs for the items that have been sent out from the stash. So that's got to come off the entire total. So I like to be very transparent with these things. So the actual monetary value of what we have to play with is £65. What I need you to do is to get your thinking caps on and drop me a comment down below. Please remember to read through the comments that are already under the video before you make your suggestion, because somebody may be thinking along the same lines as you. So do that, and if you see someone that wants to do the same thing as you, hit a like on their comment, and it just makes it really easy for me to collate all the suggestions and pick out which ones are most popular. We'll do what we did last time. We'll shortlist some, you guys can vote on them, and then I shall go and purchase said items and we can make some videos. What I do ask of you is please don't suggest another art subscription box. We've done that, we've had fun with that. Let's get creative and think about something else, and we can try out something else that's going to benefit everybody really in the long run. So that is where we're at. Get thinking, get commenting. Now the next part of this video I am doing purely for the benefit of our newer subscribers. I've had quite a lot of questions asking me about how the cave stash works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain that right now. If you know all about it, you can skip this next part of the video. You're done. Go and get a cup of tea or something. And for those of you that are new, you can watch it, and I'm going to explain how the whole process works with the coffee fund and with the stash and all the rest of it. After I've finished this video, I'm going to edit this first part out, and the second part where I actually explain through the process, I'm going to post as a separate video, and when I update the stash on the community tab, then the link to that video will be underneath, and it just means for any new people coming in, because we do have a lot of new subscribers. Hello 2,000 subscribers. It means that they can watch and get a feel for it, and I'm not going to keep getting all these questions. So don't get super excited when you see another video pop up later on today, because it's just this video without this rambly bit at the start. So anyway, thank you once again. I am so grateful to everyone who has made the effort to comment and help decide what we spend this money on, and I'm also very grateful to everyone who's donated. There are a few of you who have donated just for the sake of donating, and it's not something that I ever expect or require of anyone. So for your wonderful generous selves, thank you very much once again, because you're making the cave a fun place to be right now. Okay guys, so let's go on to the discussion about the coffee fund and the cave stash. So the Colour Cave stash is a collection of art supplies that are in my possession, and they have been procured through different ways and means. Some of them are things that I have purchased myself just to try out, because I like to do that kind of thing. That's kind of the whole point of the channel. And it's things that have come in subscription boxes as well. You get to a point when you do this kind of thing, you kind of reach a saturation point with supplies, and rather than them just sitting there sort of languishing away in a cupboard, I like things to be used. So what I'm doing is I am making those available to you guys, the viewers. And all you have to do is look at the updated picture, which currently is on the community tab on the YouTube channel. So if you scroll along to the community tab, you'll see the updates there, and every now and then I will post up a new picture with a set of supplies that are up for grabs. They are there for anyone that would like to get a hold of them. And what I have done is, in conjunction with that, I have set up a coffee page, which is a donation website where people can come on and leave a donation towards the channel in increments of £3, so roughly the cost of a cup of coffee. That's the idea behind it. For the smaller items, I don't require any sort of donation. I'm quite happy just to send them out. For higher value items, I do require a donation, and that is negotiable. It's not a set price because nobody is buying these things from me. In terms of postage, this is where things get a little bit tricky. I am in Scotland in the UK. For me to send out small items to anywhere else in the UK is not a problem. It's cheap, it's fast, it's easy. Things get a little bit more complicated the further afield that we go, and I am not excluding anyone from taking things from the stash. It is open to absolutely everybody, but what I do require is a donation to cover shipping costs. Every single penny that is donated goes back into the channel. I don't make a profit and I don't keep any of the money for myself. It's supposed to be self-perpetuating and people get the benefit of supplies that they might not want to fork out for until they've tried them out. So in terms of donations for postage, just from what's happened up until now, it seems to be that posting to the UK and to Europe seems to be, in a monetary sense, still worthwhile for those of you that would like things from the stash. The postage costs aren't too high. When we go out with that sort of mainland Europe area, the prices start to go up and up and up. So if it's something that you would like to try, that you maybe don't want to pay for a full set of or something like that, have a look at prices in your own country or closer to your own country first, because the chances are by the time you make a donation to cover the shipping, you may well be cheaper just buying the item anyway, and I don't want anybody to be out of pocket. That being said, if you still really want a supply and you're in the States or in South Africa, you can still contact me and I can let you know roughly what the costs would be, and then you can make a decision, obviously with no obligation at all, whether or not you would be willing to make a donation and have those items sent out. For everyone that does donate and take something from the stash, you will receive your item, but I also like to send a little watercolour postcard that I have painted myself as a way to sort of say thank you and you know, just sort of spread the love a little bit. So you always get a little extra something if you do make a donation. So if you would like anything from the stash, or you're just curious as to what the cost of the shipping or anything might be, when you see something, drop me an email, and you can email me here at this address that I'm going to pop up at the bottom of the screen right now. It's also in the description of every video as well if you need to get in touch. The reason I ask you to email me is it's the easiest way for me to keep a paper trail, because things get very messy with all the different social media we've got now. It can get quite confusing for me to keep track of who's asked for what. So please, if you have any interest at all or you have any other questions, drop me an email. My email inbox is open all the time in the cave here, and this is where I do my work, what I call my proper job, and I do check it periodically throughout the day, so chances are you'll get an answer really, really quickly as well. Feel free to drop me a line, or if you've got any other queries as well, I do always answer all of my emails. And that is exactly how the cave stash works. I hope that's explanatory, and I hope I've covered everything, because if I haven't, I'm going to kick myself afterwards. But really, it's just an opportunity for other people to make use of the supplies that happen to come into my possession. And as I say, the donations and the kindness of everyone that watches is absolutely outstanding. You are an amazing bunch of people, and this little experiment, this project wouldn't have worked if people weren't curious and didn't contact me and weren't generous. So you've all done a sterling job, and it seems to be that you've all quite enjoyed the paleteful pack, which obviously was your own doing. And it's nice that what we're trying is successful and we're ready to go again. So thank you very much everyone, and we shall see you in our next video. Bye everyone!